think the gentleman from Ohio, whom we honored last night, would be quite proud of some of the names I'm going to call out today. Overton Gender, Dr. Wallace Maryland, Dr. Lewis Dale, all played an intricate role in me standing here today. I wasn't an LSAMP scholar as an undergraduate, but I believe LSAMP forcibly took me in, if you will, under the tutelage of Dr. Wallace Maryland, because he saw something in me and said, everything that my LSAMP scholars are doing, I want you to do, because LSAMP scholars were doing additional research. They were presenting at conferences. He told me, I need you to do that as well. As it relates to my journey, one day I hope to possibly write a book called The Ironies of Life. It's so cliche, but and some of the things that you see as some of your greatest setbacks, they actually propel you forward. I went to Alabama State University as a proud graduate now. I went to ASU to run track. I never ran a track meet at ASU. As a freshman, I had an injury to my leg. And for 2 years, I probably couldn't even watch a track meet on television. But what that did, and I was always a student athlete, what that did was that shifted all of my energy to my studies. And I rededicated myself to being a scholar. I salute any student, any adult, seasoned adult, because students are your young adults, any seasoned adult who has a 3 or 5 year plan, because I didn't have one. All I knew is I wanted to be successful. And being successful at the undergraduate level, if you don't have that plan, means that you need to be successful in the classroom and everything that you put your hands on and set your mind to. And I did that to a level that I now challenge my students to be better at, because I feel like I memorized my way through school. So I always encourage them not to be the student that I was. I want them to be better. Nevertheless, my memorization skills were quite good. I finished as an honor graduate, but all I wanted to do was pursue industry and government. I had offers around the country, and I rolled the dice on a few of them, and I think Dr. Maryland was just waiting in the wings. And he said, Pettis, when you get finished touring around with those job interviews, I want you to come back and work on your master's degree. Lo and behold, he may have set it up, I don't know, but the job I locked in to wanting went on a hiring freeze. And I came back to ASU to pursue my master's degree. When I finished my master's degree, I had an offer to work on a Ph.D. in material science and engineering. I also had job offers. By then, I had locked in to saying I wanted to work for the government. I came back from D.C. I won't say the agency, but I came back from D.C. And I was telling Dr. Maryland about my interview and how everything went, and we were standing in the hallway outside his office. And he said, I said, Doc, what do you think about that? And he said, it sounds good, but what do you think about a Ph.D. in mathematics? And I said, mathematics? I thought I was done with that discipline, to be perfectly honest. I said, well, Doc, I don't know, where are you talking about? And I knew how good of friends he was with Dr. Dale at UAB. I said, you mean at UAB? He said, no. I said at Alabama, because that's where he had finished his doctoral work. He said, no. He said, Auburn, down there with gender. And I said, I'm not sure, Doc. You know, I had this other doctoral offer. He said, I know. And he said, you heard of the Bridge to the Doctorate program? And I said, no, I hadn't heard about it. And he ran down the details of the BD program. Then I said, well, Doc, do you think I should apply? And he just walked away from me. And as he got to the door of his office and he was clicking and opening the door, he said, you already did. So when students come to me and ask me about a research statement and all of this type of stuff and how to fill out applications, I really don't know how to. But I know through strong mentorship from the gentleman that I listed, God is good. I can say that quite honestly. The connections, the networking opportunities that you are afforded, take full advantage of it. I see one of my closest friends out in the audience. I hadn't seen him in a while, Dr. Quentin Barnes. We roamed the halls together of Alabama State University. There were a few names as I was sitting through this conference that I said I just wanted to be able to say as a mentor only for a short time due to a tragedy in life. Dr. Adriel Johnson was also a mentor of mine who was a professor at the University of Alabama at Huntsville. LSAMP for me, and I'll take my seat shortly, I can honestly say I've seen it from all different facets. And now to serve as the site coordinator for Alabama State University is a unique experience. In my life, I can honestly say that I probably am doing a third of what I thought I would ever do in life, and I'm enjoying it beyond belief. That third is the fact that I'm saying I'm giving back. I always knew I wanted to do that, give back, shape young minds. I'm doing that, but the other 2/3 of my life, which I'm still putting together, I'm enjoying that as well. And the LSAMP Bridge to the Doctorate program, the National Science Foundation certainly had a great influence on that. Thank you.